One day I was putting my then 3-year-old to bed at night, and he said, "Mommy, what does Daddy do?" And I said, "Daddy's a lawyer, just like Mommy." And he said, "Wait a second, I thought only women could be lawyers."
So here's what I said 12 years ago. I hadn't expected to like working for a corporate firm. It seemed like such a different world, but I really do.
I'm absolutely against blaming any type of failure on outside circumstances. I believe that you create possibility for yourself. This is probably a little black and white.
I know how to get what I want. And the women I've met at law firms are plenty aggressive, but I didn't realize that my way, getting my way, could ever be seen as somehow threatening or offensive.
In the long run, I'd like to focus on things that made me want to pursue a law degree. It's that idealistic cliche. I want to change the world. I cringe a little bit now when I hear myself read that out loud, I think in part because it sounds a bit naive.
And then there are always the questions you have to ask yourself. Do you see yourself as a partner with a family? When I think of men my age, I'm sure most of them spend much less time thinking about how they're going to balance work and family.
Do you feel like you're going to be able to go in and be an equal and be who you are, and or are you going to get squashed by this sort of like, you know, hard-charging male atmosphere? There have always been times where, you know, you just think, all right, well, this guy is just never going to listen to me because he looks at me like, you know, like I'm his granddaughter or something.
You know, if I had seen more women of color as partners, would that have changed my perspective? I think if you had asked me that question then, in 2001, I would have said no. But I think now in hindsight, the answer would be yes, that it absolutely impacted.
So at Debevoise, there are about 25 women partners out of a total of just under 150 partners. It's about 16 or 17% women. I know a lot of very ambitious women. The numbers are frustrating, for sure. No matter what industry you're looking at, there are about 15 to 20% women in an important leadership position, and that number is not getting much higher.
There's a lot of stress that goes with this kind of a lifestyle. To be getting on a plane, I don't know, every other day or every couple of days and flying thousands of miles and running from one meeting to the next and from one language to the next is a strenuous lifestyle. And I doubt that everyone would like that. I personally love it.
Forget about, you know, the getting there part of it. You see, you know, how hard the partners have to work, you know, when they're there. You recognize that in order to do that job well, you really, really, really need to love working really, really, really hard. And I love to work hard, I do, and I love to do a great job, but I need more of a balance. I didn't go in with the expectation that, you know, I needed to make partner, otherwise it would have been a failed enterprise.
At the time when I made the transition from a corporate law firm to a nonprofit, it felt very natural. It felt like an appropriate transition for me and for what I wanted to do. I think knowing what I know now, it would have been a more complicated decision to make, because in some sense I feel that I've chosen a road where it's harder to support and provide everything I'd like to for my young boys.
Will I still be doing the same thing in 5 years, or will I have decided, okay, I've had a great career and now we'll focus on family? I don't know, but I will be open to that. I will continuously reflect.
You have to have a few ingredients in place, and those ingredients are not so easy to find. The first thing you need is a great partner. So I have a great husband, and I couldn't do what I do and have done without that ingredient, which has been critical. You also need a great workplace.
The firm's been, you know, terrific since I've had my daughter. I took time off for maternity leave, and I really wasn't working during that time. I was home full time with her.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I can keep up, but at a certain point you do look around and there's kind of like, I am the only woman playing this game, or I am the only woman making these jokes, or I am the only woman, or maybe one of 3 women and 17 men still playing poker at the firm dinner at, 1:30 in the morning. And it's, it is what it is, It's, yeah.
I thought that by working hard and dedicating yourself fully to each aspect of your life, that you could have everything that you wanted. And I think that I've just built these unrealistic expectations.
Is the purpose of life to show that women can do it? Is the purpose of life to, raise a kid who's going to be the one who rules the world? And anything in between.
Until we get to parity, we cannot sort of let down our resolve. And so that's for our daughters and for their daughters. I, of course, consider myself a feminist.